Good afternoon, everyone. Students, okay, I'm having a little difficulty. Lord, I'm having a little difficulty in seeing, oh my goodness. Now I gotta get better at this. This is too much. I'm trying to get your names and, oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I think I got it. Let's see. Good afternoon again, students. Okay. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I have the best students in the whole wide world. Thank you guys so much. Don't go reporting this to your parents, okay? That's going to be our little secret. So, good afternoon. Good afternoon again. Lord. Okay, let's do the little roll call. Quick and fast. First of all, it's just a little something, for us to shoot the breeze. I didn't see anything going on. And I just had a little thoughts, my little thoughts and whatever, you know. And it's just something dear. I'm going to throw out there. Okay, so, okay. Let's see. Let me shut up and start with a roll call. Okay, good afternoon, Lavon. Thank you. I wonder if I'm pronouncing your name properly. Lavoni. Look, the thing disappeared again. Okay. Lavon, you're marked present. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, it's Jay. Hello. Thank you for being here. Mark present. Why is this disappearing on me? JP, thank you so much for being here. Present. Angie, thank you so much for being here. You're marked present also. Jackson Street 23. Hey, babe. Thank you so much for being here. Sparkle Libra, thank you so much for being here. You're marked present also. Let's see, Angie. I called you already. Angie, thank you for being here. You're marked present. Fifi, you're marked present also. Thank you so much for being here in class today. Vibrant Low, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. All you guys, I thank you guys. Without you guys, then I'll be speaking to myself, Dr. Lashona. Please forgive me. I don't like to mispronounce people's name. Look, and I don't know why is this. I have to learn to that for these names to be disappearing on me. Okay. All right. Thank you for being here. Let me see who else is here. Okay. I think that's it, class. So anyway, I hope I didn't miss anyone. But you guys gonna look out so nobody's not gonna come and pull a fast one at me and say, oh, I was in class. The good students that is here is gonna tell. So y'all don't want to get, to come in and pull a fast one. Dive in. Okay, right under the belt. You're here, my dear. Present, Miss Miss Wanna. I haven't seen you before, but thank you so much for joining us. All right. It's just about shooting a little shit. Okay, something that I saw this morning, right? Just felt I'm going to talk about it. Who knows? Maybe y'all might have your own views. Hopefully y'all have your own views because you can't be thinking what I'm thinking. Sometimes we're close in that. Okay, this morning, oh God, Miss Pizarro is going to start charging me, The way how I mentioned Miss Pizarro's name, Miss Pizarro is going to say, shit, Heatwave got something with me. No, I don't. Miss Pizarro. Like I said, that's the runaway daughter, Anyway, so it came on her platform. Her platform is the most popular right now. That's a place to be. That's a place that everybody, assemble and so forth and so on. Because she allow you to go on with the most, right? And we got to say thank you. She's a good sports addict. But when you see people is a good sport, okay, we know that Miss Pizarro is a young person, right? From her behavior and all of that. Don't take advantage on good nature. Don't do that. Because what I saw this morning, I'm coming to you, lovely love. You. Miss Bizarro maybe forgive you and she just chuck it up as that. Hold on, let me just swallow this medication. Hold on. Sorry about that. Yeah. So Miss Bizarro probably slide it off as that. Right? I don't know. I'm not setting fire to fury, but fuck it, if it comes to that, it is what it is, right? What I've noticed, um, I don't know. I think she was invited because I was not like 100%, like glue to my phone or whatever. So I was in and out. I had things to do in and out. But all I remember, Mrs. I was screaming, "Don't use that word! Don't use that word! Don't use the F word!" Right? And this damn woman did it again. And then she do, I think I 3 times after this woman, this young lady, is telling her not to do that. Right? She still did it. Right? Okay, she left. I think she came back again. And then she did it again. Right? Now, people will maybe throw that off and say, oh, it's just I better Lonely Love or whatever. I gotta rename her because now they pulling on pages and all kind of shit and a whole lot of nonsense. They need not look on this side here, 'cause I nothing y'all gonna gain from it. Anyway, but I still want to sort to get in the practice of, learning from the rest of people how you have to maneuver on these streets. Now, she continued to do it, right? And she would have done it again. You know what I stopped and I thought about? I can remember, I don't know who was around. That same Lonely Love page was snatched one time. Who remember, right? It was snatched. And I heard she was warned before that page was snatched from her. But she being the person who she is, she did not comply with the person demands. And that's how she lost her page. I can remember she was struggling to get to the 1,000. She was struggling to get there. Anyway, fast forward to where we at right now. As anybody who was here on these streets for the last, let me see, let's go back 2 years, right? Yeah, about 2 years. A little before that COVID, yes. So that would be 2 years ago, something like that. Anyway, Lovely Love platform was not doing too well, like to say when it's come to people being in the chat and all of that. That is just my opinion. Again, I always keep forgetting to say that. That's my opinion, my thoughts. This is just coming from me. It's not from no one else. You're not forced to go along with me or whatever, right? Just my opinion, what I see, right? And like I said, when I'm doing my commentary, there's no friendship, there's no nothing. I am just being who I am, right? To keep it straight. Okay. So what I've noticed with Ben Lovely Love, the first person who really gave Lovely Love any kind of recognition, it was really Brianna. Oh, and sorry, Brianna, I'm so sorry, my dear. I am very sorry that you got strike or whatever it may be. It shouldn't be like that. It's too much of envious feelings and all of this shit. Because whoever is doing this fuckery, it's gonna come around back. Believe me. And anything that is in the dark will come to light. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. It will come to light. Because it's not right. It is just bad-mindedness, I call that. Because at the end of the day, if they pull down your page, they pull down the next, what the fuck are they going to talk about? What are they going to talk about? Huh? What are they going to speak about? All of you guys play a major role out here. Subscribers, everybody, we all play a role on these streets, right? Whether I don't know what they thinking is, And like I said, envious feelings and all of that. Anyway, so coming back to Lonely Love, that's one. Because I don't trust her 100% right now. Because something I thought about. She could be a player that she don't even know she's in a game. Because, as you know, sometimes in our childhood time until our adulthood, sometimes you're dragged into something and you don't even know. You were not a willing participant. You didn't even know that you were dragged into some bullshit, that you don't have a clue what's going on. But suddenly you're deep down in some shit and you want to know how the fuck you get there, right? Anyway, when she came up there and she was told not to use that particular word because it is considered a hate speech, right? Hate, okay? Now, she continued to do that after knowing Miss Pizarro had just lost a page, right? She still continued to do it. And I would not, some of you guys will excuse that because of her alcohol use or whatever. You see me? I'm like, first I was thinking about that when I said, fuck that shit, because something I remember. And that's why I went live. A while ago, somebody came up on her platform, right? And I can't remember what the person was doing or saying. You can remember, any one of you could remember at one time, I think it was that same Lonely Love used to play music. Somebody used to do that shit. And knowing that was against the policy or whatever, right? Anyway, somebody came up on that same Lonely Love stuff or platform. And they were doing something that they weren't supposed to do, right? That day I think she was high or she was getting there or whatever. She turned and she told the person not to do that. She asked them to stop it. And I think she had to repeat herself one or two more times. And her exact words was, listen, you're not going to come up here and do this on my platform. I don't want to lose my page, right? And then is when she was recapping of what happened and how she lost her page before. Because I didn't even know who had taken her page. Okay, but anyway, that's past and it's gone. So if you protect your platform, how the hell you gonna say that is a mistake after the person is screaming? Don't say, don't do it, don't do it. To me, that is premeditation. She did it because she wanted to do it. She did it, Miss Fizar, because she don't give a F about you or your platform. It is an envious feelings, dear. Because what goes to one goes to all. Don't get it ever twisted like that. When you see somebody show you their ass, believe their ass, okay? Believe them. Now, she came over there. Listen to her. People might say, okay, she's drunk or she's getting there, she's not too drunk or whatever. But listen to the questions that you ask her or the audience asks her, the chat asks her, right? About the child, but or the children. I didn't even know her so-called husband had fathered children. I never even knew about that. I didn't know anything about that. Whoever or whatever, it came out. You see how she knew what to suppress? You see how she know what not to bring out here? Even when she was drunk? See how she didn't do that? At one time when she went after, what's her name? Demetria, right? When she went after her, she went after this lady about her kids and all of these things. She had known to take care of her business and keep her business private. See that? Demetria, lit all day. Congratulations still. My prayers is up with you, my dear. You're doing good. I know you're going to make it. You're a strong woman. You're a strong black woman at that. Okay? All the way, congratulations. Much hopes and everything for you. All right? Good. I'm happy about that. When one win, to me, everybody's winning. Unless you have a dirty mind. Coming back to this lady. So when I'm hearing that this morning, I'm like, what? And when they're asking, she said 13 years she was with this guy. So whoever calculates his age is thinking like, wait a minute, so these children would be close to like 18 years or so, right? Some would be about that age or some might be a little younger, right? See how she shut it down fast? She said, I think it's nobody's business. Oh, her husband don't want his kids out there. His kids out there on these streets. He don't want to discuss his kids on these streets. But she discussed everything else. But the amount of stroke that he stroked before he nut into her. All that was out here. And every year, one day yet, she come and say, look, I can't show my boobs because my husband say I'm not supposed to show my boobs. I shouldn't show my old drab cat. None of that. But Hussey came up and spoke for his kids. But the thing that I don't understand, maybe Hussey's in her next ear, because at no time did she take a break, or maybe I maybe walked away from the phone, or maybe my hearing is getting wrong or getting bad, because at no time did she take a break, or not that I remember, take a break to walk away, or she was distracted or whatever, to say, well, yes, she had a moment to speak with someone. Because the amount of things that she said, right? I want to know if they speak in shorthand. Because I don't understand how she get all that information from him in such a short time, but she never take a break from the commentary. She never take a break to get all that information from him to come back and talk the bullshit. Y'all must listen. Pay attention. It's not that yang, 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 yang. Pay attention to what you don't hear, what the person is saying. You got to pay good attention to these things or it will miss you. But that was not missing me because that was a surprise. So I was all ears to that. Okay? My workers, they listen, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. I was all ears to that shit. Because I'm like, children, not even 1, 3. Really? And this old drunk didn't say shit about it. I never even heard Dovey, none of them that used to be hanging with her. None of them mentioned anything like that. So she knew how to hold on to that secret. I wonder if the money she's trying to raise, I wonder if that is a back child support. I wonder if, what is it really for? Because, Miss Junkin lady, a lot of females will pick up and run, you know. They'll run away. Or tell the man, come on, come on, come on, I got you. Encouraging the slackness instead of they encouraging him to work, to go pick up a next job, and to pay the fucking child support. But no, they think running out of sight, out of mind, not like that with the government. Not like that. It don't happen like that. So I don't know. It's just something I'm throwing out there from what I'm thinking about this woman's behavior. That's how they say sometimes people action will tell you a lot. You don't got to dox them. They dox themselves. Okay? Think about it. Right? So now, she go around, come around, and then she start answering what she want to answer. Then she started deflection, right? Deflecting. And she was hoping that Dovey go up there. I can't remember if Dovey was there. But Miss Dovey, if you had only go up there that time, I myself was coming to hit that platform and escort you off and leave this woman alone and let this woman talk. Because the chat had her busy. But she was good with that. She shut it down. She shut it down. And if she had wanted my money, she'd have got to open it up. She shut it down. She didn't want to talk about Hussey and his kids. She didn't even want to talk about the years or whatever, of the churn or whatever. She didn't want to get anybody any wiser. So I mean, if this person tell you something, this person was a teenager, was a child that was making children, right? So he had to be in his teenage years. And that's how she get to snatch him. Because I heard people saying that it was her husband, it was her son's friend. Yeah, that could make sense. That make a lot of sense. So parents maybe get mad with him and say, look, you're not bringing this girl with the children over here and da-da-da-da-da. You think you're grown, you got to get out of here. And she now coaxing him now, like her child, like one of her children. She was looking for love too. But she gave him more than what a mother would give. And that's why it's called those people cradle snatchers. Because women could be pedo too, you know. Don't get it twisted. They could be pedo too. Okay? Not only men. They do that all the time. And I wouldn't put nothing past her. Now, you see how close she's coming and talking about Dovey? I don't know, Miss Dovey. I don't know if they calling you, some people calling you scammer. You never scam anything from me because then nobody could scam you unless you allow yourself. So if you give some money to someone and then later you find out they scammed, right? It was a scam. Just count your lucky stars that you didn't give your life savings. It just make you remember, always remember, put that to the top of your head, that it will be a next time. And maybe that time might be the real thing. And all you have to say, fuck that shit. My money is not gonna get, it's not gonna get, it's not gonna get like, it's not gonna just get older that it could expire. My money don't have no expiration, right? So you keep your money in your pocket, right? Because like they say, I know from me, I say it's only one time, probably two times. It depends on the circumstance. You got to come real good. When I give something, I give from the heart and not from my pocketbook. So that means when I let go of it, I give it from the heart and the love of me. I give it to you. Okay? Because then nobody gonna come and, hold me up just like that and you thousands of miles away. I can't go and say I get scammed. Because what you do, the person who thought they scam all these people, you're gonna be the one who's gonna hurt him later. Because at the end of the day, it might be a time that you may need it. And that's why I speak about this shit. If you don't need something, please don't come out to the public. I do care about that because not for myself, but for others. You understand? I'm not that type of person who will say, well, I really don't give a fuck about whoever suffer or whatever. As human being, we have to have some empathy. Certain things, no, I would say, I don't give a fuck. Her husband having 3 or 4 children, who the fuck cares? I have to take care of them kids. But if she was married to that man for real, that child support would be, I think, certain states, yes. She'll have to pay it. They could garnish her pay. I think so. I don't know what state she's living in and if they do it like that, but I think something like that. I never went through no shit like that, so I don't know anything about that. But if I have to pay for any man, children, unless I know of it and I sign up for that. But anybody going and have children on me, and then I got to pay child support because your ass lazy and they're going to come and garnish my money. I don't even want to tell you all, ladies and gentlemen, because Google itself going to pull down the page. I don't even want to tell you all what I'll do. But just imagine it will be slow and painful. Slow and painful that man will go through. It won't even worth his time. I'll make an example of him. Okay? Or her. Anyway, so then on the same breath, she's saying, I have my money. I have money. So if somebody is moving away, right? You didn't pay, some rent pay, some didn't pay, it's all over the damn place and all of that. To me, yes, I could say you're following Dovey because you're comparing yourself. You're talking and talking shit that Dovey may be on the top bunk or the bottom bunk. At least she's on a fucking bed. At least she's on a bed. You don't know where the fuck you're gonna be because you and Dovey is two different sets of people. You're a pissing drunk. I heard you spoke to your granddaughter or your grandson. I think your granddaughter. And referred to her as bitch. Are you, yes, you are sick. You're a sick puppy. And that's what I'm saying. You could be labeled a pedo. Yes. Because when y'all don't know to put things aside and know this is a child, this is an adult. This is a child, I'm the adult. And a matter of fact, this is my blood. You have to learn. You have to teach that child that when people speak to you this way, it is unacceptable. Do not go for it. It's just like how we're quick to tell our kids, if somebody hits you, you complain or hit the living hell out of them. Do not take anybody hitting you. It's unacceptable, right? That's the same way. A child should be taught from home about the different ways how you should accept certain things, the way manners. It's called manners. Manners. And show the kid how to, know about mannerism, how to maneuver through this world, what not to do, what to do, right? If you're going to refer to your baby as I hope that's not true, man. I hope that's not true. I hope that was some shit somebody just blew up and said because they were fighting. I hope that's not true. Could you imagine? This is not somebody new you're going at, right? You're going at one of your kids. And suddenly, all of a sudden, you want to pack up and leave. And next thing too, are you running from something? You're not running from anything. So if you have to move, you had to have this in thought before. Look, I'm going to pick up and move. Unless it's an emergency, and if it's an emergency, that's different. But you did not come out and say it's emergency, I have to get out of here. The things that you're talking about is not a fucking emergency. That means when you move in, you have to plan because you got to pack, you got to do this, you got to do that. Who the hell is going to come and take your moving expenses? Expenses. Who the hell you think you are? Huh? But your husband don't want this, your husband don't want that. Your husband is right there with you. Why the fuck he's not at work? You're talking about your back. You the lady who think you could skin out all over the damn place. Think that you're so young that you could do this and you could do that. You could flip over, you could do this, you could do that. You crying out for back pain. You didn't know you went and pick up a child. But you crying out for pain. But you is Miss Hot. You sexually, you got this heat in you. So you better let him start putting heating pad. Because lady, your age is your age. You see how you start talking? Look at her. She starts speaking. Now she's speaking the truth. And all the time she was talking a bundle of shit. So I could hear her saying, he's sitting down right there and he must be making the eyes. And when she get off there saying, I ain't going to get no job. What the F they talking about? No job, whatever. No, baby, no, you just leave it up to me. Those are the kind of women that make bad for others. Those are the kind of women. Because I heard that same woman was on crutches. She breaks some part of her ass. God forgive me. And she was on crutches going to look for something for him, cigarette or something. Well, 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 well. Women like y'all, a B is not good enough to oot y'all away. Y'all need to be ooted with dry dog shit, with goat shit, because y'all is shit. And y'all make bad for others. Because what y'all doing is buying love. And you know that don't work. You cannot buy love. You cannot force somebody to love you. It don't. It's not for sale. It's not for sale. So let's see. Like you was talking a lot of shit. You don't know. He might, when you think, when you old, you get in there. You saw crying for back pain. You don't know how long your mobility is going to go. You better hope and pray that you don't lose your way on a wheelchair in front of oncoming traffic and so you get distracted or the wheelchair is runaway wheelchair. You better pray for that. That's when some of y'all disappear and then the next homeowner come wherever y'all was living and something happened and the final skeleton remains and they don't know it's who because some of y'all family discussed and tired and was just embarrassed about y'all way of life. That y'all become a next crime story, a next unsolved mystery. So now you packing up. Not just you. Miss Dovey went to her daughter by invitation whenever, or however she got there. She's there. She didn't go with a little boy attached to her. She didn't go with no plus one, a dog, a cat, none of that. She showed up alone. And along with that, her daughter got a babysitting out of her, right? She's there with her grand. So if even that child was going to a daycare or whatever, Dovey could, help the child ABC 1, 2, 3 and help along to make sure when her daughter comes home, she get a hot meal or whatever it will be. So she's contributing. Yes, you're gonna do some cooking, but your son would able to eat the cooking? Would he able to, because God never knows what you were doing before. You trying to catch up with time. Maybe no meals wasn't being cooked when he was a kid. Only God never knows what the fuck you were doing. Because you were busy climbing on the pole. And everything you said, you do it for your children. You do it for your children. A lot of us did things for our children. But we did what they call a 9 to 5. You pick up a career, something. I heard you saying you was a driver, a truck driver. Very good. Because they make good money. Most of the time you got to be in the road. That's the only backlash. That's good money. But you were talking, you were doing the pole dance, you were doing this, you were doing that, and all of that. So, well, that's your choice. Not my pussy was on heat or open for any STD, was yours all the way. And no woman should tell the next woman how to use theirs, right? But at the end of the day, don't go criticizing another grandmother or another mother because you didn't get there. I mean, your son is not even in a position to help you. Your son is not in a position to help you. Did your son send and call you? Maybe your son is looking at everybody that make a donation to you and hating them and say, where's this woman coming? And maybe he don't mind you coming as a mother. But then you bring in the little boy too to sponge on your son, right? The first thing you say, oh, when you get there, you're going to do this. When you get there, you're going to do that. Why you couldn't do it where you was? The cost of living, according to what I hear in Arizona, is not that high. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. Okay? But you're leaving from here to run over there and you still got to set up shop. When you're going to move and all these things, it have to be some emergency. But if you're planning to move, you should have your shit together, woman. And nobody owe you anything. Because up to now, we in here and said, oh, my boy helped me with $1,000. I have to come up with the rest or whatever. He cannot wait for me to get there. No, everything you're trying to compare with Dovey. Oh, she's at the bottom bunk. Bitch, you don't even know if you're gonna be in the bathtub. You don't know where the fuck you're gonna be. You don't know if you're gonna be in the garage outside. You don't know. Y'all got too much envious feelings, and that's what it's on. Little things like that I look at. Little things like that I look at. A mother and child love. You gonna envy that? You should have been saying, well, good for Dovey. You understand? You didn't hear Dovey. And then you're saying, oh, look how quiet you are. Because the woman, she's quiet. Because she's in her daughter's home. And it have this thing that is named respect. Respect. I don't think you're going to last no time long, dear. Unless your child, your son, he's a grown person. I think, yes, he's grown. That he is a drunk like you, so he don't mind. You don't mind? Just be careful that this might be the grand finale with you and this little boy. That you don't trade for a next little boy. You don't trade in this one for next one. Because my good God, I hope that's not true. That is your husband's friend. You took not your husband's friend, you took your son's friend. So not even your son's friend is at Lord, your son's friends is not off limit to you. So then if I's Hussy should be thinking very long and hard about that. Because remember, he was once your son's friend. I sure your son have more friends. So what you gonna do? Wow. Especially if your son is popular. Damn. You're gonna got a whole lot of them to choose from. So Hussy should be concerned. Or maybe this is the way y'all gonna break away. Only God never knows. That is so terrible. That if somebody come up and say, oh, a little kitchen talk. Oh, so how you met, how long ago you with your husband, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, 13 years, 14 years. Yes. How did you meet? How you guys met? What you gonna tell them, lonely love? What the fuck you gonna say? What you gonna say? How that conversation gonna go? Huh? Lady, you. And next thing too, coming to her. Listen, you hear that word she always say? Oh, I could love you today and curse you tomorrow. That's dysfunctional. That's what it's called, dysfunctional. And the reason why people go through it that over here, because it's virtual reality. Can't take you seriously because, you know, it's like a playground. We on a playground. I look at it, we on a playground. But even so, it's how far you gonna go. Because you cursed me up today and tomorrow you want to come back. Like what you did on that young woman's on platform today. So that's good. You know, it might when time pass and one day Miss Pizarro jump on your platform and something that she wasn't supposed to do, she do it. Oh my God. You won't hear the end of it. You're gonna come out and you're gonna carry on and you're gonna forget what you did. Because you safeguard your platform. Next thing too, watch it, lovely love. A lot of these people with this flagging shit, what's going on, a lot of them are willing participants, and some of them don't even know they're in the game. And that's where I'm getting at. They don't even know they're in the game. You understand? Look at people pattern of behavior. Look at the pattern of behavior. The person who got to pay a lot of attention and close attention, Miss Pizarro, is you. You have one of the most popular platform because there are so many different content creators, so many different people is coming to on your platform. So you have your work cut out for you. All you have to do, pay attention, close attention. You all have to pay attention, and now coming into everybody, pay attention to when this flagging thing started. When it started to get more frequent. Look back to last year, time like now, where we was. The year before, where we was with this flagging shit. If somebody's gonna get flagged, most of the time, you'll be warned. Do not use my image, or do not use this, or do not use that. Take it down, or I would flag you. And the person didn't have to say that. But I've seen content creator ask others, do not use this, do not use that, or I would flag you. Some people was given a certain amount of hours to have it removed, right? That is fair game. That's how the shit was running over here in the B sector. Now, don't twist it up to say or think, because you know what people is looking at? Oh, maybe it's the black sector is doing that. The black sector don't have nothing to really gain over here other than some subscription, some subscribers. That's it, right? They don't have nothing to gain because they're not over here, right? This is not this sector. At the end of the day, don't mind how many times you run to other platforms. You are going to come back to home base, right? Because this is home at the end of the day. So, guess what? So it was easy now because of this flow of traffic for the real people, the flaggers, the flag team that they have out here, just like how we had the Doxing team and all of that, the flag team that they have there, it's easy now for them to go to work. Because look how many people, look how fingers could be pointing. It's over here, it's over there, it's over there. And that's how things happen. But pay attention to movements. Lonely love, you. Like I said, your platform was not flourishing like it is now. And you know what pisses me off? When y'all don't have no gratitude. None whatsoever. Because when you saw come the first person who gave you that promotion, okay, and did a lot for you, negative or positive, it was Brianna Pettyville. Yeah. Wait a minute. It started off at Miss Gina. Well, still we weren't that interested. We weren't interested. You and Dory, Diamond Ring Dory, because you're a jealous-hearted person, Lonely Love. You're a jealous person, very envious. So look at your pattern of behavior. Miss Pizarro, pay close attention. It might be Shyt, this old lady talking here today, and other content creator. Just put it and think about it even for a minute, okay? Now, she got mad with Miss Gina. We didn't know Miss Gina and her went way back. When she gave Miss Gina that $1,700, it was $1,700 if I remember, 1700, right? But then she never said that she was living at Miss Gina at one time. We didn't even know. I didn't know about that, okay? For any number of reasons, she could have handed over that money because that lady was nice to her to invite such a person in your home that is drunk and you must have got to hear all kind of shit. I don't know Miss Gina as a drunkard. I don't know her like that of a person. So especially when people, you're not like-minded person and you got to deal with somebody who is out there and you got your kids and all that. It's not easy. So you got to have a place of love to even bring a person like that into your home. Whether you put her in the attic or the basement or wherever the F you put her, it is still something good that you did. So she gave him that money, not a big deal, because she never said she was living there at one time. And maybe Miss Gina took her in at her time of need. And that's why I say now, these people, family don't give a fuck about them. Lonely Love, you're jealous of Miss Dovey. Yes, you are. Because at least Miss Dovey didn't have to go to a friend's house, and a YouTuber at that. A stranger. A fucking stranger. No wonder you were so bent out of shape when Dory started calling her her sister. You were all over the place. Although Miss Gina was so nice to you and said, calm down. I'm going to deal with this. We're going to talk about this. You would not let that woman go on with her commentary. Then you get on your platform and you start behaving the most, talking about the children that used to call you auntie or whatever, about some kid you didn't get. You is ungrateful and envious. Let's go back to the flagging and shit. So now she came over there. Now Brianna started to give her that promotion. When Brianna was talking about her food and Brianna would look at clips of her food, we were all in the chat. We were having a good kiki. You know, it was just about fun, right? At that time, I know Brianna was doing it for fun. It was not maliciously. She was just doing it, okay, for we to do a kiki, right? Let me see what Lovely Love cook here. People are saying all her food, comes out gray and everything is mustard, right? What you think happened? When Brianna was doing that, you idiot, she was sending the traffic over at you, Lonely Love. Yes. She was sending people over there because guess what happened? If even you go and peep and you turn back, after over and over, because Brianna run this for a little while, what you're going to end up doing? You're going to end up subscribing to that person because you want to get notification when the gray food come out and the mustard food come out or whatever you're looking for to get a kiki. So you get a sub because of Brianna, right? Okay. You and Brianna, I can't remember what the hell happened. You start telling her, don't do this. You don't want her using your stuff and bam, bam, bam. And Brianna said, good, no problem. You fall back in the same position you were in. Maybe barely getting double digits, right? Okay. Now, you went over now, Miss Pizarro. And that's where the flow started to come. You were there all the time. You were there, you were there. Think about it, Miss Pizarro. She was always there. I don't know if y'all have a fight. Because you can't say that because of a fight y'all had, she didn't come back there. Bullshit. Because she was always one of those uninvited guests that hang around and just hanging around like a little dog, like a stray dog. Just hanging around for scraps. She would come, don't know what the commentary, don't know what they're talking about, but she would just run up, just to get done up and to frig up the whole shit. And cursing, sometimes somebody is speaking on her behalf and she's going to run and she's going to come and she's going to talk a whole lot of shit and showing people way off. So that was her. Suddenly, after she get the flow of traffic, oh, one more person is involved in that. Queen Sanity, wherever you are. Queen Sanity. I looked, I see people over there, Queen Sanity was helping her on her platform a great lot. I saw that. Some organization was going on there. Queen Sanity, at one time I said, damn, would she leave that lady alone and let that lady run her platform? But Queen Sanity did a lot for you, Lonely Love. Yes, she did a lot on your platform. She bring it all together. So with the help of Pizarro, you coming over there, you get subscribers, you get the flow, you get that open, you get all of that. And then Queen Sanity holding it down there for you. Then suddenly, when you think you get where you want, I've noticed you weren't coming over there. You weren't coming over at Miss Pizarro's platform. And you use a remark and say, oh, listen to this bullshit. Listen to what she said today. Oh, I am going to leave something like that. Like I don't have to take that. You sent and you call me, Pizarro. You sent and you call me. That's what she said. Like somebody had to summon that bitch. We used to float around all over the friggin' place. Now she have to be invited as a special guest. And forgetting who helped her along to put her where she at more of a comfortable and open her to more people, subscribers will go over to her. Did she ever stop to think about anything? No. Sometimes what she became now, she's full of herself. She figured out she get what she had to get from Miss Pizarro. She got what she had to get from Brianna and all the rest of players in it. And she figured out, fuck y'all. I don't need y'all. I don't need y'all. So now she's so beside herself that she's going to come to Damage This Person platform and come into the flagging. People like her, I don't think they directly know that they're in the flagging team, but everybody have a position. You hear what I'm telling you all? Everybody have a position because it's a team. It's a team. So now we know this woman know to shut up her mouth when it's time to shut up her mouth. And Sister Ken, he's the gopher. He's the do boy. You see? So he's the one. He like to take up the position of claiming he flagged somebody. You ever notice Sister Ken in any chat? You ever notice Sister Ken chatting anytime for any amount of time, not even for 5? Go back to all the chats and see if Sister Ken ever, like me say, participate in actually typing, let that keyboard start doing its shit. No. Because I think Sister Ken, I know what Sister Ken was doing in school, how far he went to school or what. Sister Ken jumps on, once you drop a link, that Sister Ken is right up there. And talking a bundle of shit. Because Sister Ken can't go at nobody to have him typing. That's why I said he would have to pay me. If I had a stream, y'all, whatever it is, do. When I get, to know about that and to straighten out that, listen, he would have to pay before he come. Whether it's 50 cents or $1, you have to pay. He wasn't coming up on my platform. Have y'all ever seen Sister Ken ever did any kind of cash app or super chat? Ever? No. I have never seen him cash up or super chat. But I wasn't able to see him cash up. I never hear nobody saying, okay, thanks for the cash up. No. Not even $1. I've never seen him do it. Okay? So if he did it before, forgive me for that. But I don't see him doing that. Because guess what? Much more less a super chat. He can't catch up. He can't do that because he's going to come back with a wife's name. Because he know nothing. How could he do it? He can't do it because wifey, he don't have access to the money. Right? He have to wait and he have to get an allowance. He get an allowance from his wife. So Sister Ken need to go and sit down and shut the fuck up. And sorry, sorry guys, 1 minute, guys. Yes, Sister Ken now. Yes. So Sister Ken, he's going to he cannot do that because his wifey is in charge with wifey's in charge of that money situation, right? So he can't do no super chat, he can't do none of that. Can't do none of that, right? Without the wife saying yes, you may do that, right? Can't do that. So he's one, the do boy, was gonna come in front and said, I pull down, I flag, I do this, I do that. Bullshit. He may know a part of the flag team, but what they're doing, the person, the puppet master, knows exactly what she's doing. She used all of these people, right? When she needs to use them. Okay? And most of them don't even know they're in the flag team. They what make up this team. Hear what I'm saying? To pass the blame somewhere else. And what she would look for is the idiots that like to call attention to themselves, like Sister Ken. Yeah. Could you guys hear me? Saying something like my connection. Could you all type and tell me if you all are hearing me, please? Can you hear me? Just say something. Are you guys hearing me? Okay, thank you, Divin. Anyway, so yeah, so that's Sister Ken, right? But coming back to this, the person who is doing this flagging is a female. It's a female. She's the head of the whole situation. And like I said, all it come back to envious feelings. You hear me? It's a group, but it's not that of a large group. And if you all follow that, you all will find out who it is. And some of you guys know who it is. And they have one more person. It have another flag team. But because of who she is associated with, y'all are scared to call her out. The person did not do me anything, so I would not say anything. It's not my business to say anything because I don't want nobody to say, look, I just came here and I starting to start trouble. If y'all are scared or whatever to calling people names, especially if y'all know, hey, there's a possibility, just because y'all could call Susan name, call Shelly name, call Apple name, call this name. Oh, and sorry, Shelly, I don't mean you, Shelly. I'm just talking. Sorry. That just came out. Sorry. Okay? Don't be afraid to call out. Like I said, there is a next group. And this Sister Ken is associated with both parties. But people is not going to come out and say anything but that particular group. That particular person. Because of who the person's associated with. You see? And y'all got to stop with this fearful, like I'm scared because this person got a big mouth or this. If somebody come after you, go after the ass back. To hell with it. As a man, most likely got a husband to deal with him. Y'all got a brother to deal with him. But most of all, you got the law to deal with him. Okay? So you shouldn't be afraid. So it's two teams. And they have something on me. The most shocking thing ever is New Mexico. It's in one of the flag team with that smaller group. It's one of the most dangerous group. Okay? That one is doing most of it. The person who is saying, Peekaboo, I see you. Peekaboo, I see you. I see you too. But you didn't bother me. I just said it's none of my business. You see? So I leave that alone. It's just a hint. Who want to pay attention, pay attention. Who think it's bullshit, I'm shooting it. Hey, take it to heart or whatever you want to take it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I see these people and I want to know how come you guys going wrong unless you all know. Who doxing me? Not doxing. Who flagging? Who the fuck y'all gonna know who flagging? How y'all gonna know who's flagging? All you have to do, follow the blueprint. You're gonna know who the hell is flagging. Go back to whoever. Just go back. Just go back a little. You'll see. You'll see the change pattern. You will see the players in there. Not because somebody's not seen that they're not doing something. Okay? It's not a person who is up front and yang yang yang. No. That's the bullshit. It's the people, what you all call behind the scenes. Okay? Behind the scenes. Those are the people, and when it busts out, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. I already know that for myself. So, me, I don't have nothing to flag or whatever. So, it's y'all to pay attention, pay close attention. The new people too, and I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna say it again. The new people who's coming on here too, y'all pay attention. Because who y'all, unless y'all see that person's face, and a real name, not a real name, but the person's face, and y'all could connect the dots, don't take it like that. Because the new people who y'all think is new is not new. You get it? It's not new. The person was out here, and most of these people coming to reinvent the seven was regular subscribers. The people y'all gotta look at is the people voices y'all never heard and all of that. Those people never touch a panel yet. Y'all might see somebody named Susan. Huh? Stage name Susan. Sometimes it's a man behind that name. Anyway, people, that's about it. I have more to speak about, but I see, I think that's enough class. That's enough lesson for now. Maybe I'll come back later because there's so many things bubbling up, you know, inside of me. And I'm like, listen, people got a flag team. Y'all better got to unflag team. Y'all better got to unflag team. Instead of y'all talking about what she got and what number she got and what, y'all better think about that to break that shit up. Break it down, because if you don't nip it in the bud, y'all, what's gonna happen in this sector? You're gonna have to be going over and like walking on fucking eggshell, and it's not going to be fun anymore. The minute you gotta say, you gotta be careful what you say, what name you mention, all the shit, it's not going to be fun anymore. It's gonna be like work. A lot of you gonna say, man, it's might as well I go to McDonald's and get a fucking job. I ain't able with this. Because what is this gonna do? Suppress who you are, who your alter ego is. It's gonna suppress. It's gonna suppress you, and then it's not gonna be fun. The reason why a lot of us come out here, because it's fun. You could be whoever the hell you wanna be. But when it gets like that you know a flag team is out there. You understand? Like what happened to Miss Pizarro this morning, and she had to be screaming. What happened to Brianna a day or two before? Paige got taken down and all this kind of bullshit. Lady Nika, all these kinds of shit. It is not fun anymore. So what y'all need to do, group up, come into one group, guys. One thing you set up for. We got to crack this shit. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Call these bitches out. Let them know you know. Where the hell y'all saving them from? And they anyway, look, I ain't never raised my blood pressure. I old. You hear me? Unless it happened to me, I have nothing to say. Right? That's your job. Because at the end of the day, and again, I thank thanks to all the people, thanks to Kerry. Thank you so much, Kerry. Kerry's the reason that I'm out here. Kerry promoted me and all of that. Thank you, Kerry. Thanks to what's her name? Thanks to Lady Nika. She gave me some good promotion. Jay Wilson for by force. I got some over there. Miss Pizarro. Yeah, so thanks to all those people that, promoted me. And what's her name? Rita Hart of Philadelphia. She shared or whatever. I don't know to do those things. I'm trying to do that because whatever I could do to help others, I will. Right? It's everybody could win. So I thank everybody, each and everybody that was there. And most of all, thanks to the subscribers that make everything possible. Oh, thank you, Truth Enterprise. Could you imagine Truth Enterprise were promoting me? Yes, Truth Enterprise. We're promoting me. Okay? So I thank each and every person, and that's what I'm talking about. People with a clean heart that have none to lose. Because that woman suffer. That woman suffer to get to her 1,000. Okay, we all know how Truth Enterprise is. Okay, she been around a long time. And because of that, they were either spiteful or what. They would bring her all the way close to the end and then just throw her over. And said, no, all that. Those things is not funny. So what happened? 5A came. Whether she need 10 more people or 20 more people, 5A came and wrap it up together and send her people that way. Because what? I don't go with 5A. 5A had blocked me. Me and 5A didn't had nothing. I picked up from someone else that I was supporting. And a lot of shit that I see, I call it out. But at the end of the day, she sent people to help Truth Enterprise. And I see Truth Enterprise went past 1,000 and keep going. So if she just came and wrap it up, she came and wrap it up. Whether she came and wrapped up, she make her 1,000. She did that. Okay? She gave somebody 1,000, I think her brother in one day. She gave that lady that VS was going with in one day. She did all of that. I think Miss Pizarro helped that lady, Demas O, I heard helped her. So people could help if they want to. We need to stop the bad-mindedness and take care of the bigger problem. Y'all go look, add, multiply, divide, subtract, and find the flaggers. They're right in front of your faces. Okay? They're two. Anyway, bye, guys. Bye. See you all later. Bye. Thank you so much, students, for being here. Goodbye.